Your dog has been waiting. Not for a fresh treat or a long walk, but for a single moment of true connection that most owners completely overlook. That quiet look they give you holds a promise you did not even know they were making. And if you keep missing it, you are gently breaking a bond they cherish. Welcome to Paws Chronicles, the Canine Mindset, where we finally listen to what your dog has been trying to tell you. Today you will discover the one thing your dog waits their entire life to experience. Stay with me, because the truth will change everything you thought you knew. Your dog reads your nervous system before you even speak. Science shows us that your dog is constantly tracking your physiological state. A landmark study published in Animal Cognition by researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna in 2019 revealed that dogs synchronize their heart rate variability with their owners during calm interactions. Your dog does not just hear your words. They feel your heartbeat through the floor, your breathing through the air, and your muscle tension through your posture. When you are stressed, your dog absorbs that stress. When you are grounded, your dog mirrors your calm. Picture yourself rushing through the kitchen on a Tuesday morning. You are late. Your shoulders are tight. Your breathing is shallow. Your dog is sitting quietly by your favorite chair, watching you search for your keys. You barely glance at them. You mutter a quick goodbye and walk out. You think you left unnoticed. But your dog felt every ounce of that frantic energy. They carry it with them for hours, wondering if the world has shifted. Now imagine that same morning. You stop. You place your hands on the counter. You take 3 slow breaths. You look at your dog. You let your shoulders drop. That tiny shift tells their nervous system everything they need to know. When you recognize that your emotional state is a constant language, you realize your dog is not waiting for perfect routines. They are waiting for you to be emotionally available. Every time you regulate yourself before engaging with them, you are giving them the security they have been silently asking for all along. But what we are about to cover next reveals how your dog actually processes the world you rush through together. Your dog experiences walks as conversations, not exercise. We often treat leash walks as physical maintenance, but canine psychology tells a different story. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science by scholars at the University of Liverpool in 2020 demonstrated that dogs who are allowed ample sniffing time during walks show significantly lower stress markers and higher cognitive engagement than those on rushed, rigid routes. Sniffing is your dog's primary way of processing information, reading social histories, and mapping their environment. When you yank them forward, you are not saving time. You are cutting off their voice. You are walking your usual route. Your mind is already at work. Your steps are fast. Your dog pauses to investigate a rusted fence post. The leash goes taut. You feel the familiar tug and instinctively pull them along, telling yourself they are being stubborn. But look closer. Their nose is reading a story written hours ago. Another dog passed through. The wind shifted. They were trying to tell you something about their world. When you stop and simply hold the space for those 5 extra seconds, something remarkable happens. Their body language softens. Their ears relax. They look up at you with a quiet gratitude that words could never capture. Your dog is not testing your patience. They are sharing their world. When you allow them to lead with their nose, you are validating their intelligence and honoring their natural rhythm. That simple permission builds a foundation of mutual respect that transforms every future walk into a shared exploration rather than a chore. And this next insight explains why your dog so often settles beside you when the house finally goes quiet. Your dog offers stillness, but most owners fill it with distraction. Silence is not empty space to your dog. It is a bridge. A peer-reviewed study featured in Physiology and Behavior by researchers at Oregon State University in 2021 found that quiet, unstructured proximity between dogs and their owners triggers the release of oxytocin in both species, creating a mutual calming effect. Your dog does not need you to perform for them. They need you to simply exist alongside them without an agenda. The modern habit of filling every quiet moment with screens or background noise actually disrupts this natural bonding cycle. It is late evening. The day is finally winding down. You sink onto the sofa, exhausted but wired. Your dog climbs up and rests their chin heavily on your thigh. They let out a slow, deliberate sigh. That sigh is not fatigue. It is a physiological signal of safety. What happens next usually breaks the spell. You pick up your phone. The glow hits your face. You scroll through headlines while your dog waits. They do not whine. They do not nudge you. They simply stay there, hoping you will notice the invitation they just offered. When you finally set the device down and rest your hand on their shoulder, the shift is immediate. Their breathing deepens. Their muscles unlock. You feel the exact moment they realize you have finally arrived. Your dog is teaching you how to be present. Every time you choose shared stillness over digital noise, you are proving that your bond is stronger than your distractions. They feel seen in a way that bypasses language entirely, and that quiet validation is the very foundation of lifelong trust. Now here is where things get truly interesting, because your next instinct might be exactly what your dog has been waiting for you to release. Your dog thrives when you hand them small moments of choice. Control and compliance are not the same as trust. Canine behavioral research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior by scientists at the University of Helsinki in 2022 revealed that dogs offered predictable, low-stakes choices throughout their daily routine demonstrate markedly higher confidence and lower fear-based reactivity in novel environments. Autonomy is not a human luxury. It is a psychological necessity for any highly social species. When you micromanage every step your dog takes, you unintentionally signal that the world is unpredictable and only you can navigate it. You are at the park. Your dog approaches a split path. The left side is familiar, smooth, and paved. The right side is uneven, covered in leaves, and slightly shadowed. Your usual instinct is to guide them left because it is safer. But your dog pauses. Their weight shifts slightly forward. They glance back at you, waiting. In that suspended moment, you hold the power to either override their curiosity or trust it. When you step back and let them choose the right path, even just for a short loop, you are rewriting their internal narrative. They learn that their instincts matter. They learn that you believe in them. You will notice it the next time you encounter something unfamiliar. Instead of hiding behind your legs, they look to you first, then move forward with quiet assurance. Your dog is not waiting for you to lead every step. They are waiting for you to trust them. When you give them the freedom to make simple decisions, you are not losing your role as their guardian. You are elevating it to that of a true partner. That shift transforms their obedience into willing cooperation. But what we are about to uncover next is the quiet truth that ties every single one of these moments together. Your dog remembers every time you chose them over your schedule. Memory in dogs operates differently than ours, but emotional recall is remarkably precise. A comprehensive study published in Animal Behavior by researchers at Yavuz Loran University in Budapest in 2023 demonstrated that dogs form lasting emotional imprints based on consistent, positive micro-interactions rather than grand gestures. Your dog does not measure your love by expensive toys or long vacations. They measure it by the accumulation of small, intentional moments where you prioritize their emotional needs over your own convenience. Those moments become the blueprint of their security. Think about the times you were running late but stopped anyway because your dog needed one more minute to drink from a puddle. Think about the evening you were exhausted but still sat on the floor and let them lean against you while you read. Think about the afternoon you canceled a plan because they were anxious and simply stayed home to keep them company. You might brush those off as minor inconveniences. But your dog stores them as sacred proof that they matter. Every time you chose presence over productivity, you were writing a promise into their nervous system. They do not keep a calendar. They keep a feeling. And that feeling tells them they are safe with you, forever. Your dog is not waiting for perfection. They are waiting for proof that they are your priority. When you realize how deeply they catalog your choices, you understand that love is not a single act. It is a daily practice of showing up exactly as you are. That consistency is what turns a housemate into a lifelong companion. Now that you see how deeply your dog reads your choices, here is the one truth they have been hoping for since the very first day you brought them home. Remember that opening promise I shared with you. The one thing your dog waits their entire life for you to do is simpler than training. It is quieter than adventure. Your dog has been waiting for you to finally stop trying to change them and start accepting them exactly as they are. Not as a project to fix. Not as a reflection of your own pace. Not as a background companion to your busy life. They have been waiting for you to meet their eyes without expectation and say, without words, that they are enough. When you finally drop the agenda and simply witness them, something shifts in your chest and theirs. They stop performing. They stop worrying. They settle into the exact version of themselves they were always meant to be around you. That is the moment they have lived for. And once you give it to them, they will spend every remaining day proving that your presence was the greatest gift you could ever give. Today you discovered that your dog's deepest wait is never for objects or routines. It is for your full, undivided presence. When you finally offer that, your connection transforms into something unshakable. Has your dog ever given you that quiet look of hope? Tell me exactly what it felt like in the comments below. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe so we can keep exploring these gentle truths together. And if this opened your eyes, wait until you see what your dog's sleeping positions are actually trying to tell you.